What the fuck did I just witness? What do YouTube? It's your boy Dieakas, and I'm here to bring you my review of Survivor Series 2016. Overall, this was a pretty solid A show. In my opinion, a very solid A show. A couple things from the pre-show I want to point out. The Kevin Owens interview with Tom Phillips, that shit was hilarious. Kevin Owens and Jericho, those two guys, funniest thing on Raw, hands down, the funniest thing, most entertaining thing on Raw. Really good shit. I think a Twitter user got put on whatchamacallit, and the guy in the truck got put on the list too. That shit was funny. There was also two pre-show matches on Survivor Series. First pre-show match was the Cruiserweights, of course. Why not? Rich Swann, Noam Dar, and TJP versus Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and Daivari. How come every time they have one of these damn matches, the faces always win? And this is the case as well. Rich Swann wins with a standing 450 splash, which is a pretty amazing move. I'm surprised they pulled it off. Second pre-show match is Kane versus Luke Harper. It was a pretty decent match for two big guys going at it. Every time I see Luke Harper in the ring, he always does some crazy stuff like the topes and the sentons and shit. He has a pretty expansive moveset. But Kane does get the win via chokeslam. I guess we can go ahead and move to the main card. The first match, the Women's Survivor Series match. Let me see. Before the match began, Nikki Bella was ambushed by an unknown person, and she was talking about her neck hurts or whatever, so Natalya replaced Nikki. Alright, I'll go through the eliminations. Carmella was eliminated by Alicia Fox via the scissors kick. Alicia Fox was then eliminated by Alexa Bliss. The Twisted Bliss, I believe that's the name of the move. Naomi is eliminated by a countout. Sasha Banks, which surprised the hell out of me, was rolled up by Natty. Then Natty was eliminated by Charlotte's big boot. Charlotte has three finishing moves: the natural selection, that big boot, and the figure eight, which is pretty cool. Nia Jax actually tapped out to Becky Lynch's disarmer, and there was a pretty good spot with Nia Jax when she pretty much just destroyed SmackDown single-handedly. I mean, they would just tag each other in, and she would just keep knocking them down. It was a pretty good spot. It showed her power or whatever. Alexa Bliss, I think, is eliminated by Charlotte, and then I believe it was down to Becky Lynch versus Charlotte and Bayley, and Bayley does get the win with the Bayley to Belly on Becky Lynch. After the match, though, Charlotte just jumps Bayley and just beats the living crap out of her. The vicious big boot to the outside. Oh, that was disgusting. So I guess that sets up a rivalry for Raw in the women's division. Next match is Miz versus Sami Zayn. This was a pretty good match. Miz targeted the leg pretty early in the match. He used the chop block, and he kept on going for the figure four or whatever. Took a lot out of Sami Zayn's arsenal because he's really mobile. Likes to do the flips and the topes and the haluva kick. One time Sami Zayn did try to go for the haluva kick, but he was hobbling on his leg. The end of the match was pretty crazy. Sami Zayn had the Miz in the figure four, I believe, and suddenly you hear the bell ring, and the camera pans over. You see Maurice with the bell hammer in her hand. She quickly drops the bell hammer and points at the ring bell keeper or whatever, saying the timekeeper or whatever. Says, "Oh, he rung the bell. He rung the bell." Sami Zayn thinks he's won the match. Then the Miz rolls him up. At first, I was against this. Ending, but yeah, I have to accept it. This is the Miz's MO. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna cheat. He's gonna use his wife, and I don't mind that at all. So at first I was against it, but the next match is the Survivor Series tag team match. At first you have the realest guys in the room come out. Enzo was killing it with the Drake references. I think he said Starboy, and if you're reading this, it's too late. On his on his overalls. Really good stuff. Go through the eliminations. Breezango is eliminated by the midnight hour. I forgot who pinned. I think it was Kofi. Yeah, Kofi pinned Fandango. The Usos then eliminate Kofi Kingston via a super kick. So the New Day are now gone. The Hype Bros are then eliminated when Zack Ryder takes the Magic Killer. The Shining Stars are eliminated by American Alpha when they did a Doomsday Device Bulldog. I believe Jason Jordan went outside the ring at the wrong time. Jason Jordan botched it pretty much, botched that spot. He was supposed to go for the pin and he went outside the ring. Okay, American Alpha is eliminated with when Jason Jordan gets hit by the Magic Killer. Luke Gallows then gets gored by Rhino. So that eliminates GNA. Rhino then gets rocket launched by Enzo and Cass. I believe Enzo gets splashed by the Usos. And it was pretty much down to the Usos and Cesaro and Sheamus. It was these two teams actually went at it for a good minute. Cesaro went for the swing into the the Usos went. One of the Usos went for that move where he takes out the leg and then flipped him into the Tequila Sunrise. Then Cesaro countered Tequila Sunrise, put one of the Usos into the sharpshooter. I believe one of the Usos tried to make a save, and Sheamus kicked his head off, and the other Uso had no choice but to tap. I don't know the Usos because I'm not really good at telling twins apart, so forgive me for that. But Team Raw wins that match. It was a really good outing for the Usos, though. They did really good. Next match is Qelric versus Kalisto for the Cruiserweight Championship. Really not much to say about this match except for these two spots, I believe. Qelric goes for the bully choke off the top rope and actually nails it. And Kalisto actually manages to make it to the rope, which is pretty cool. Another spot was when Kalisto hit Brian Kendrick with an evolution, or a Spanish fly, as Mauro Ranallo called it. Also on Day Reckoning 2, it was called the Evolution. Backflip suplex onto the off the apron onto the floor, which is pretty cool. But Kendrick retains when Baron Corbin interferes. I think they said the winner by disqualification was Kendrick, but they were both attacked, so it should have been a no contest. So they need to get that shit corrected. Whoever made that decision. Next match is Team Raw versus Team SmackDown traditional Survivor Series match. This match, I believe, I was watching it with the concept. Concept said it went for 57 minutes, which is nearly an hour. I mean, that match was amazing though. Okay, let me see here. First person eliminated was Dean Ambrose via Strowman. He did that power slam, and Strowman pretty much just dominates Team SmackDown for the longest bit. I think Strowman was trying to put Bray Wyatt through a table or whatever. Somebody threw a table, and Randy Orton with the RKO out of nowhere onto the table. Didn't break the table, incapacitated Strowman for a minute. Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt put Strowman on the table, hold him there for a second, for Shane McMahon to manage to get up to the top rope and freaking do a leap of faith to the outside through the table, putting Strowman through the table. Strowman was about to beat the 10 count when Ellsworth held on to Strowman's foot and he couldn't make it inside the ring. So Ellsworth books it, trips and falls on the stage, just like the white girl in horror movies. You know it's fucking true. Don't even say it's racist. It's fucking true. And Ellsworth is pretty much thrown off the stage through some tables. I think AJ Styles was about to eliminate Jericho with with a Styles Clash. So Kevin Owens takes Jericho's list and bashes AJ Styles on the head with it, and then he hits him with a pop-up powerbomb. The referee disqualifies Kevin Owens. Jericho is pissed about his list being used in that manner. He turns around and gets RKO'd, so Jericho's eliminated. After that, it comes to when Roman is cornered in the corner. Shane, I think it's Roman and Shane. Shane sets up for the coast to coast. He goes for the coast to coast. Roman nails him with a spear, and that looked traumatizing. I think Shane might have a concussion after being hit like that. I think it was a poorly executed spot. I think he should have went for that. I don't think they should have done that spot. But you know Shane, he's a daredevil. He took one for the team. It was a bad spot. I think Randy Orton was over there telling Shane's kids it's gonna be okay, whatever. I think they start buying time, trying to let Shane get escorted out. Shane does manage. I don't know how he did it. He did when Roman went for the pin. I think he did manage to get his shoulder up, but I think that was on instinct rather than I think he was supposed to be pinned after that, but he couldn't have his shoulder down. I think he was just concussed. So while Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt are buying time out on the outside, AJ Styles going to the ring, and here comes this nutcase Dean Ambrose, full head of steam, start beating the shit out of AJ Styles. Then next thing you know, freaking you pretty much see them reenact the Shield powerbomb, and they put AJ Styles at the table. He gets rolled in the ring, Seth pins him. So at this point, it's down to Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. I believe Seth Rollins has Bray Wyatt in position for a frog splash, and he goes for the frog splash. Randy Orton comes out of nowhere, hits another RKO out of nowhere, mid-air RKO from the frog splash. Bray covers and pins him. So it's down to Roman. Roman starts powering up. He hits Superman punches. He hit a couple spears. It comes to the point where Bray Wyatt is getting set up for the spear. Randy Orton pushes Bray Wyatt out the way, takes the spear. This gives enough time to Bray Wyatt to hit the running sister Abigail and win it for Team SmackDown Live. Main event time. Goldberg versus Lesnar. I thought this match was gonna be shit. I thought Lesnar was going to destroy Goldberg. I didn't think Goldberg stood a chance, because this is Brock Lesnar we're talking about. Eat, sleep, conquer, repeat. That's all he does. And you mean to say it only took 2 spears and a jackhammer? Probably less than like fucking a minute and a half, and it was already over. What the fuck? But I'll give WWE this. I was shitting all over this match, and I actually enjoyed it. All this time that Brock Lesnar has been destroying people getting tired of Suplex City Brock. People are just getting tired of him just shitting on everybody or whatever, and he just gets owned by a part-timer himself. So and it does make Brock Lesnar look sort of like a bitch, but this is Goldberg we're talking about. If it was like fucking Hulk Hogan, yeah, I'd be shitting all over this. But I'm cool with this, I guess. I mean, it could be worse. So overall, I have to give Survivor Series, this is my placeholder grade, I have to give it an 8.5 for now. And that's it. We'll catch you for Real Wrestling. Probably be out Wednesday, I hope. Maybe Wednesday night. I don't know. Until the next time, y'all take it easy. Peace.